So today on the item we have the Jolly Trolley, and I'm here today with Richard Benson from Little Islands, who is one of the creators of the trolley. Now this trolley has so much to it. It's inclusive, it's great for everyone, and Richard's going to tell us a little bit about it. So Richard, how did you come up with the idea of the Jolly Trolley?
Well, it was when we were installing one of our living walls into a local care home. Their activities manager said, come and have a look at this. And he showed me what he'd put together so that he could have all his equipment, all his games and musical instruments all in one place. So he could take it around the home with him, so that he always had whatever he needed to engage people to hand. And what he'd done was, rather than just having a trolley, he'd made an ice cream trolley. So it was fun. It put a smile on people's face when they saw it. So they were immediately sort of open to suggestion. And when I saw it, I said, oh wow, you're going to have to come and join us, and we need to take this to a complete new level. And so he did, and this is what we ended up with. Complete self-contained, battery operated, runs all day, wheel it into a resident's bedroom, and you've got everything on a simple touchscreen system.
So I can see at the moment we've got the afternoon tea. I presume that's not the only thing we can turn this trolley into.
With where this came from, as that one of the key facts was to have it as being something which put a smile on your face and was recognisable and wasn't just, as I say, a standard trolley. So the idea is that you theme it according to the occasion. It has a sign which is interchangeable, which comes complete with a blackboard sign and a set of chalk pens, so it might be somebody's birthday. So what we do is we put the cake on, put some LED candles on, we'd come off there, we'd go on to occasions, and we go on to happy birthday. And then wherever that resident might be, they might be walking down the corridor, in the lounge or in the bedroom, then we wheel the trolley to them singing happy birthday. So rather than having to put the cake on the table and then get the residents to come to the table and they might be getting agitated, you take it to them. So the response is just amazing. You get much better response because you're not getting agitated by being taken somewhere for some strange reason. So
I can see there's, of course, a lot of different ways that you can use this trolley. It's really universal and really diverse in the way that you can dress it and inclusive, but I can imagine for a team of care staff, it's a lot for them to take on just in one day. So is there any kind of training that you guys do to really introduce you to this?
Yeah, absolutely. What's key for us is to make sure that this is used all the time. We've made it as simple as possible to operate, so it's not just trained care staff. It could be cleaners, it could be kitchen, it could be relatives, it could be anybody using it. So we will always, whenever we're there on site, we might be doing updates. If there's any member of staff there, we'll always show them how to use it, as well as the official training at the beginning. And also we do online video training just by request, and that's free of charge all the time to anyone with a trolley. So as I say, it's simple touchscreen operation for anybody. Talking about different uses and dressing it up, it may be that we have a church service. So we'd replace this with a red cloth, again some LED candles, Bible and so on. Put the sign on St Catherine's Church or whatever, and then we have hymns. We have an opening prayer, a closing prayer, and then we have wide choice of hymns, just accessible like that. So it means that anyone could hold a service, or you could take it into somebody's bedroom and then they can have their own service themselves. So obviously we've got people from a generation who are used to going to church at least once a week. And that's so difficult to do in care homes, especially now with COVID and restrictions. So to be able to do it that way is very helpful for lots of people.
Definitely. And I can see on the screen you've got a few different themes for the Jolly Trolley.
Yep.
Is there a way of people adding their own themes or adding their own pictures maybe that their family have sent in?
Yep, absolutely. What we do is over around your side, I'll just pull it around a bit. So we have a USB socket there, and I put a USB stick in it. I'll just try and pop it back. And then what we do is we just go backwards through the file system. So the trolley, that is what is built into the trolley. Richard is my stick there, so I'll press that, and then it could be somebody's wedding. So what they'll do is they'll bring the video in or the stills in, and then this could be taken to the residents, to their bedroom, and they can have their own personal view and just keep in touch with what's going on.
Yeah, and I suppose now we've obviously had the lockdown and everything with coronavirus, it's been really important for people in care homes to still stay connected.
Very much.
Has this been really beneficial? Because I know you have these in a lot of care homes.
Yeah, we have about 90 out there at the moment.
Wow.
And all the ones that had it before coronavirus have put it to fantastic use.
I can imagine.
Because it's very difficult for activity staff to think of new things to do all the time, whereas this gives them a tool that they can use, particularly with the dressing up, because one home we have, they look at what the national day is. It might be National Cupcake Day or Book Week or whatever. Or Remembrance Sunday, they sent a lovely picture through of it dressed up with poppies for Remembrance Sunday.
Oh, lovely.
So it could be anything like that, and it gives activities a good sort of theme for the day to start with, and you dress the trolley up and you take it around to the residents that way.
So Richard, we've spoken about this being brilliant for individual activities like watching wedding videos, but can this be for groups of people as well?
Oh, very much so, yes. For an example, if we go on to, we have a whole section of quizzes. So if we go on to their quiz, we have, let's take a movie stars quiz. So that's a really good one to get staff going as well. They tend to show their age a bit. So what it does, shows the picture, then comes up with the answer. So on the side here, just there, I've got a little button. Pressing that will press pause. So if a conversation has started, or if it's on the tip of somebody's tongue to give them a chance to get the answer out, just press the button and it pauses. Then when you're ready to carry on, press it again, and it'll continue to give you the answer. So we have picture quizzes there. We also have written quizzes. Well, it's just the same way. So there's plenty there on a group activity, but that is that on quizzes. But another very, very popular group activity is karaoke. So, and this is where the microphone comes in as well. So this gets the staff going as well as the residents. So we've built quite a lot of karaoke into this, but And obviously, as I showed you earlier, you can add your own, but this is also connected to YouTube. So we have limitless karaoke on YouTube, but also key is instant access to anything that somebody might want. Might be a favourite film star or actress or whatever, and it's there. Or place, might be a favourite place on holiday or where they were born, anywhere in the world. So we have access to that, and BBC iPlayer as well.
Brilliant.
Other group activities, I mean a cinema show, that could be really good. For example, it may not be a massive screen, but because you've got the coloured lights and the way it's dressed up, and you put popcorn on it, and you put the Odeon or whatever on the top, on the blackboard sign, it's a much better, much more immersive experience watching a film on this. It's got a good sound system, there's plenty of volume, it's really clear. So even though it's not a massive screen on the wall, you get a much better feeling this way.
Definitely.
And what else do we have? Or we could have a seaside themed event. We've got days at Blackpool, or we could have a Punch and Judy. This is a full Punch and Judy show from Brighton.
Brilliant.
So you combine that with having ice creams maybe, or chips. All the central part of a themed event.
Yep.
And we have relaxation. I mean, you may want to use it as a Pamper Trolley. So someone's having the nails done, the hands done, you put the creams and towels and things on the trolley, and you're sitting with them one-to-one with the nice music and pictures and coloured lights. Really soothing. Proper spa day. Or in the evening you might just want to put this on. You don't need to feed the fish either. So we have reminiscence, we have music from the 40s, 50s, 60s and 70s. We have name that song as another quiz. Let's say name that 60s song. This is another place where the pause button comes in if people not quite getting the answer but want to sort of, or they're reminiscing about something. Oh, I went to say, I went to see the arches at so-and-so.
Yep.
And then you can just pause it and continue the conversation until it's ready to go ahead.
Brilliant.
And this is a really useful one as well. We've put some party songs together. Very good to start doing armchair exercises.
Right,
Great
okay.
lead in that way. So things like Agadoo, YMCA and other songs like that.
And do you have is there a way to put kind of exercise videos on there as well?
Through the USB stick you can put anything on you want, yes, absolutely.
Brilliant.
And there are exercise videos on YouTube, you can play them directly. And this is a much more welcoming way of doing it rather than just putting it on the TV or on the tablet. And what else have we got? Now this is something where really you can get family involved.
Right.
We've put together a life story here from Frank, from when he was born in the late 1920s, I think it was, through his first pet and going to school, first motorbike and joining the army and getting married, having kids himself, and then through to him taking them to Blackpool for holidays. And we've got the music from the period as well, so it's great. There's always something there that will trigger a memory in somebody. It might be a particular song or singer, or it could be a mill or something where it brings back memories. So just playing this to people, you can get some really good clues as to what it is that interests them and what sort of creates that spark. But also, if you can get the family involved to bring their own things in and put together a life story, that's just amazing. It's a real massive thing to do.
Yeah. I can imagine this also gets everyone talking as well. And even though that's beneficial for the people that are in the care home, it's beneficial for care staff as well, because you can really find interesting information out about them, pop it onto their care plans, and then you know exactly what interests them, what's their favourite things.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have quite a number of homes that have individual USB sticks for each resident. So they put their own favourite things on there. Also, they can put on there what they've been doing. They can keep a sort of a plan of activities and things on there. So it also means that any new member of staff comes on. Oh, I know that stick, that everything on there is to do with Frank, and he likes that, so I can put it on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is really good. And another really useful, very quick item that we've put on is play your cards right, or higher and lower. If we just come off there, press our logo, go on to add-ons and higher and lower. So really quick, simple way to get people engaged. So simple, let's have a go. Oh well, never mind. But also, so that's an individual or a small group of people, but we've also put a really nice version of bingo on here. So we've got big numbers, tells you what to say, so you often get a resident that's going to do the calling. So again, use the microphone. So 1 and 6, sweet 16, simple, nice big buttons, just press for the next one, press for the next one. And then if somebody's missed it and you want to go back, so if they've gone too quick, just press back and it scrolls back through. And next again scrolls forward again from that point. Then when somebody calls, press check and it brings the numbers up in numerical order, so it's easy to check.
Brilliant.
And then you can either carry on and go for a full house or start again. So we'll just close that and then either reset, start another game, or carry on.
Brilliant.
So that's bingo, and that one works really well.
And I know you said it was battery powered, is that right? So how long does the battery last for?
It lasts at least 8 hours. We have
Brilliant.
have it cut off once it gets down to a certain level so that it doesn't damage the battery, but you'll run it all day for 8 hours without a problem. It will also run when it's plugged in, so if the battery does sort of suddenly stop, you just need to plug it in, leave it for 10 minutes and then you're ready to go again.
Brilliant. And final question, Richard. I know, of course, something like this is going to be very beneficial for a care home, but what if the care homes just want to maybe test it out for a couple months? Can they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something we're really keen to do. So people can rent it for a month to start with, and then if they decide to buy it after that, then we'll credit half of what they've paid in the rental against the purchase price of it.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for bringing this in, Richard.
You're
this
welcome.
Product is amazing. It's the first thing I've seen like this on the market, and it's so interesting, and I can see it's really beneficial in a lot of different care homes. So thank you, Richard.
Thank you.